Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Ultra League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Talonflame. Now guys, this happens to be team number 2 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. And I was thinking about what to run today, and during yesterday's battles, I noticed a lot of people were leading with Scrafties to try and get ahead of all the Walreins and all the counters to Walreins. So I thought, what better than team number 2 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League? What better team to run than that to get ahead of the Scrafty leads that we've been seeing a lot of? And my goodness, is this team powerful, guys. This Talonflame's going to be in the back on this team, but on the lead, we've got Cresselia. Cresselia has a very positive matchup up against the current meta, and what you see in the lead in the current meta, that being you see a lot of Scrafties on the lead, you see a lot of Walreins on the lead, you see a lot of Jellicents on the lead, guys. So Cresselia does beautifully for those dark types and the water types. Like Swampert as well. The worst lead that you could probably see, I would say, would be a Talonflame, as it does hard wall Cresselia's charge attacks. So we've got some good coverage for Talonflame in the back with our own Talonflame. Not best buddied, but that's okay, we're getting there. But we've also got Stunfisk in the back as well. Stunfisk will primarily be serving as a safe swap on this team. Galrian Stunfisk is a monster, guys. It's so overpowered, so tanky in the Ultra League, guys. This thing is amazing. And even if they happen to swap in a counter user on you, like an Obstagoon or a Scrafty, Galrian Stunfisk is just so overpowered that it can still grab shields with the threat of the hard-hitting Earthquake with stab, and for that reason it makes it one of the top 3 safe swaps in the entire Ultra League. And we don't have our Stunfisk best buddied as well. We've just got too many projects going on, guys. But we will certainly get there at some point. And that's not to say that you still can't perform well with Talonflame and Stunfisk. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into this first battle. And we are met with a Nidoqueen on the lead. Okay, lead. It would be a lot better if we had Future Sight, but we can still hit for neutral damage with these Grass Knots. They're going to look to go for a Poison Fang. They did not build up to the Earth Power, and they make an aggressive play into a Greedent. So that kind of threw us off a little bit, so we kind of stalled a little bit by throwing a few extra Psycho Cuts. And then we look to make the play into our Talonflame. Talonflame has a pretty decent matchup up against Greedent. It's just Greedent can get extremely spammy if you let it get ahead on energy. So the way to go when shields are up, of course, is to just keep going Flame Charge and rev up that fast move pressure with our Incinerates. So we're just going to play this out. They're just going to keep spamming us with Body Slams. And they are throwing with proper timing. Hats off to this battler. We are going to shield up one of these Body Slams. We've got to start throwing up shields. Our Talonflame cannot just go through this battle without shielding, or the Greedent can definitely flip the matchup. So we're going to let that last one go through, making them think that we're going to just, go for the Hail Mary Brave Bird, but no, we're not going to do that. We're just going for the safe play with the Flame Charge. They come back in with Nidoqueen, and we can't quite get to another move, but that's okay, guys. We got Stunfisk. Talonflame flip switch advantage for us. Stunfisk is one of the best answers you could possibly have to a Nidoqueen, as one Earth Power does not KO. It doesn't even come close to KOing a Stunfisk, and that has stab, guys. That's how overpowered Stunfisk is, but one of our Earthquakes will certainly KO. So if they no-shield this thinking we're baiting, we say bye-bye to it. And they're putting all their hope and faith into the Scrafty that they have left in the back, guys. So we go for the bait here, and this battler calls the bait. That is insane, guys, as one Moonblast from full health nearly one-shots a Scrafty. So that is a very gutsy call on their end. So that puts us in a tricky spot, guys, because we want to get shields down to land the Moonblast. So we throw another Grass Knot. We do draw a shield there. We can comfortably tank a foul play from this health range, no problem. And we are carefully counting, guys. We're thinking it's gonna come down to us having to catch a move. We are even on shields right now, and they no-shield that again. They are insane, guys. They are just throwing caution to the wind. Hats off to them for the gutsy plays here. Got to shield up this foul play here. And it's the power-up punch bait, this battler. Oh, my goodness. They are hanging with us, guys. And just as we were thinking mid-battle, we're going to have to catch a move, guys. We know that they are 3 or 1 off from here. The third foul play is 6. Counters, and we do successfully catch that foul play onto our Stunfisk, and now because of that game-winning catch, guys, they cannot possibly outpace us to a Moonblast. This will certainly be KOing the Scrafty. Valiant effort from this battler. I think we made it a little harder than it needed to be, but hats off to them for hanging in there. Good game. Well played to this battler. And we are off to a strong start with our Talonflame team. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, do give the video a like, as you would be providing a massive help to the channel. Alright, hopping into the next match. Let's see what we got up next. Melmetal. Oh my goodness, terrible lead for us, guys. On paper, Melmetal beats each of our 3 Pokemon individually. Certainly does take a team effort. We just have to kind of stay in here and chip away at the health on this Melmetal. It doesn't really threaten because these rock slides don't have stab, and Cresselia is extremely bulky. So it ends up kind of being a bit of a even matchup. Believe it or not, that's how insane Cresselia is. So best thing we can do is just go for these resisted Moonblasts and maybe hope for an attack debuff. As with Moonblast, we do have a 10% chance to debuff the attack. So we're just going to play this out and just spam off these Moonblasts just as fast as we get to them. And hoping that they're seeing that we're staying in here and trying and entice them to swap out first. But they are hanging in here, so we both must be weak to each other's leads in the back. So we get it low enough to try and get ahead on energy with our Stunfisk. We knew that we didn't quite catch the rock slide because they kept farming a little bit, so we did shield up that fully powered superpower. That Melmetal is loaded, and they come into our Stunfisk with a Swampert, guys. Talk about being hard countered. Holy smokes, guys. We try to get off that Earthquake. Not worth it to really bait, because if they call that bait, it is devastating, because they can tank a Earthquake from full health, no problem. And they Earthquake us themselves. So, guys, everything that can go wrong is going wrong in this battle. They happen to have a Swampert in the back. Unreal. So they do finally let through an Earthquake. So we're going to come in with Cresselia to soak all this damage that they've... all this energy that they've farmed off of our Stunfisk. And yeah, we're just going to basically sack our Cresselia, as it put in a lot of work up against that Melmetal, guys. So we're going to put all our hope and faith into Talonflame to close this out, guys. And we're trying to farm this Swampert down with resisted Incinerates. We know that this Swampert is absolutely fully loaded. It is going off on our entire team. It is unbelievable. And I'm thinking, guys, if we had our Talonflame at Best Buddy, we would have definitely farmed down this Swampert before it got to another Hydro Cannon. But hey, it is what it is, guys. And was a little tilted. They're just playing games, just waiting, guys. They could have just come in to put us out of our misery, but they wanted to make us wait, so we just top left, guys. All right, hopping into the next match. Let's see what we got up next. Deoxys. Okay, this is actually a positive lead for Cresselia, guys, because we do resist those counters, and all they could really threaten with are Rock Slides. But they make an aggressive play into a Drapion Shadow. So here we go, guys. It is Stunfisk time in the Ultra League, guys. We absolutely dominate Drapion. But it really does depend on their moveset. If they're running Aqua Tail, they actually make it a lot closer than you would think. And they are running Aqua Tail. So this is okay, guys. We still win this pretty easily if we want to take it to the 2 shield. But, guys, knowing that we have a Talonflame in the back, we really just want to get this Drapion at a manageable health range, guys. So we will give up a shield to really pressure their shields or take them out, guys. So gonna look to bait with a Rock Slide here after this next move. Even if this is an Aqua Tail, it will not KO, guys. Stunfisk is just so darn bulky, and they can't even farm down without throwing another move. Because we are triple resisting these poison stings that they don't apply much fast move pressure to begin with. And you add on triple resisting it, yeah, they have to throw a move. So we just want to chip the health down and look to come in with Talonflame to get a nice healthy farm off of this Drapion, as we don't want to take any unnecessary super effective damage on our Cresselia. We are reading that there is another dark type in the back, seeing as how they fought so hard for switch advantage on our Stunfisk. So we come in with our Talonflame to absorb this damage and farm down. And we are just one Incinerate off from a potential Brave Bird. And if they come back in with the Alexes, we're going to go for the Brave Bird and retreat back into our Cresselia, as Cresselia has a pretty dominant matchup up against Defense Form Deoxys. And that did quite a bit of damage. And they've got an Obstagoon in the back with shields down, guys. This is amazing. Obstagoon can comfortably tank a Moonblast from full health. We will need 2 Moonblasts, but there is no way that they can take out our Cresselia. We are just too tanky. Even the super effective Night Slashes with Stab don't really pose much of a threat to our Cresselia. That's how bulky we are, guys, allowing us to get to the second Moonblast. This will certainly be KOing the Obstagoon. We say bye-bye, Obstagoon. And now all we have left is this Defense Form Deoxys. And no need to even really shield any of this damage from Deoxys. It does not hit very hard, guys. As you can see there, that did some pretty dismal damage to our very tanky Cresselia. Gonna look to get off a Moonblast. That is the way to go when shields are down, as it will do more raw damage, guys. And gonna make a fancy catch, totally unnecessary, but not gonna lie, going into this next match, guys, we were a bit tilted from that last one, so we were maybe taking a bit of aggressions out on this next opponent. But yeah, we're still not even going to shield up the Psycho Boost. No need to, guys. We can easily get right to this Moonblast. And this is going to absolutely seal the deal up against the Defense Form Deoxys. And that is going to be yet another good game. Cresselia closing the game strong with a 1 shield flex. Holy smokes. Good game. Well played to this battler. All right, guys, we had a blast with this team. Such a strong team for the Ultra League, guys. It is insane. And we are met with a Gyarados on the lead. This is actually a very positive lead for Cresselia, as we do outpace the Gyarados to these Grass Knots, as it takes them 16 turns to get to the Crunch, while only taking us 12 turns to get to the first Grass Knot. So by outpacing and outbulking this Gyarados, we do win this matchup in the 2-shield scenario. So they do go for a Crunch, and we're going to farm up to the next Grass Knot. They catch it on a Talonflame. That's unfortunate, but that's okay, guys. We're going to come into the Talonflame Mirror matchup and look to play this out. It's always a toss-up, guys. It's a 50-50 call as to whether they're going to go Brave Bird. You just have to take your best guess, and they happen to go Brave Bird there with shields up. That is an insane and risky play, guys, but They went for it. They went for the Hail Mary and got it. But we do grab a shield advantage from them. So now we have to come in with our Stunfisk. And at this point, 1 Rock Slide will KO. So we're going to try and build it to back-to-back. In hindsight, probably should not have shielded up the first Flame Charge, knowing that they will get to another one before we can get to the back-to-back. So now we don't want to go completely down on shields. We don't know what else they have in the back. So now we're forced to tank the boosted Flame Charge, putting ourselves in a nearly seemingly impossible spot, and they look to catch the Rock Slide onto a Registeel. This is why, guys, aggressive catches can come back to bite you. Because we held on, guys. We did not throw our move, and for that they paid for it, because they caught a super effective Earthquake rather than a resisted Rock Slide. We do grab the second shield with another Earthquake. Gonna shield this up, guys, as we are trying to make something happen. It is not looking good for us at all, guys. So we're going to try and catch a move onto Cresselia or pressure them to throw energy. There's no way that they're farming us down, and 1 Flash Cannon does not KO. So we're going to look to get to a Moonblast and look to chip this health down and hopefully get this within farm down range. That is our win condition, farming down the Registeel and getting to 2 Rock Slides because both Gyarados and Talonflame are within Rock Slide range. We get the first one off, guys. We are a couple of mud shots off from the second one. And if they come in with Talonflame, we will outpace. So it's hard to know what this battler is going to do. They are all over the place with their switches here. We're going to farm down the Registeel. Stunfisk coming in clutch, guys, with a slither of health. Oh my goodness, guys. Sometimes you just gotta find the win conditions, and this battler certainly gave us a number of win conditions. We take out the Talonflame. Stunfisk! Holy smokes, guys. Coming in super clutch, guys. Good game. Well played to this battler. My goodness, guys. What an insane battle. Stunfisk. So OP. My goodness, you don't get much better than that. Wow, hopping into the next match, we are met with a Talonflame Terrible Lead. Got to go into the Talonflame mirror, and that's just because we know that our Stunfisk can be more valuable. We can't KO with 1 Rock Slide, and Talonflame can get out of control if you let it boost that damage. So we go into the mirror, and they meet us with a Wall Rain. So this is fine. We can comfortably tank a couple of Icicle Spears, no problem. All while this Wall Rain's taking heavy neutral damage with Stab from our boosted Incinerates and our boosted Flame Charges. So we do force a shield on the second one. I believe to seal the deal completely with a Wall Rain, you have to boost your damage with 1 Flame Charge and then go for the Brave Bird. But with shields up, we don't really want to play that risky, so we're going to double shield here and look to get rid of this Wall Rain. We cannot farm down. We got to throw a move. But if they let this go through and decide to take a shield advantage, we will have some loaded energy for whatever they decide to bring back in. And they do let it go. That's amazing. So they come back in with their own Talonflame, so we're going to really either take out this Talonflame or pressure that last shield. We know that with shields down, our Stunfisk has a much better chance up against this opposing Talonflame, and we do grab the shield. That's amazing. So this Talonflame with our Incinerate damage is now in Rock Slide range. We just don't want to take super effective Flame Charges, so we're going to throw Cresselia in here to soak all this damage and then look to make a play into our Stunfisk, as this Talonflame is now in Rock Slide range. And they do go for the Brave Bird, so now they're giving us switch advantage. They come in with an Umbreon. This is good, guys. This is okay. We're going to chip with a super effective Moonblast here, and then look to come in with Stunfisk, because we know at this point, at this health range on the Umbreon, all we need is an Earthquake plus a Rock Slide, so that we know that if we farm up, get off 1 Earthquake, and then farm up to back-to-back Rock Slides, we will take this game. And these foul plays are doing very little damage to our Stunfisk. Stunfisk is extremely bulky in the Ultra League, guys. It is unreal. So we're going to look to get off the first Earthquake after farming up to nearly 100 energy. This will chunk at the very massive health and defense of the Umbreon, and now we know that we just need back-to-back Rock Slides to seal the deal on this game. We can comfortably tank 2 more foul plays, but they make an aggressive play into their Talonflame. I don't know what they were doing. They probably knew that we just needed back-to-back Rock Slides, and yeah, they were just trying to make something happen, maybe enticing us to swap out of muscle memory, but we did not, guys. We stood firm behind our Stunfisk, and it paid off, guys. We got the win. That's going to be good games. Well played to this battler, and that is the team, guys. Team number 2 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. Guys, you don't get much better, and hopefully by now you guys can see why this team made my list of my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League, and that is because it is very strong. Cresselia is a very solid lead, especially with how the meta has shifted. You will pick up those Dark-type leads. If you happen to run into a Giratina lead, you'll do well there. You're going to do well up against the water types like Swampert and Walrein, and even the occasional Lapras that you might run into, or Jellicent. Cresselia is going to do fine up against those water types and the dark types, and the fighting. It resists fighting type damage, of course. and you just balance it out with two amazingly strong Pokemon in the back, being Stunfisk and Talonflame. Talonflame is an amazing closer, especially if you can preserve a shield advantage for it, guys. It is lights out in most cases. If you have a shield advantage with your Talonflame, there is very little that can oppose a Talonflame with a shield advantage. And then you've got Stunfisk, one of the top 3 best safe swaps in the entire Ultra League. It's able to really pressure shields on your opponents and just hang in there due to its extreme bulk, guys. Even on bad matchups like Scrafties and Obstagoons, where they can apply super effective fast move pressure, Stunfisk is just so darn bulky that it can just hang in there and really threaten shields or health with the threat of those hard-hitting earthquakes. This is a strong team, guys. Another strong team. Another team from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. It's amazing. It plays like a little bit more of a balanced team. We do have coverage for Talonflame in the back between Stunfisk and our own Talonflame. That's the biggest threat to Cresselia, is a Talonflame, as it does hard wall our charge moves, and Psycho Cut. It applies very, very little fast move pressure. So, in essence, an opposing Talonflame on the lead is going to be the worst lead that you'll run into. In that case, we go into the mirror match if it is in the lead, just because it's much more manageable. We're taking resisted fast move pressure, and we can really whittle away at the opposing Talonflame. And if they happen to take you out, you can come in with Stunfisk, and by then it will be in Rock Slide range. That's how we handle Talonflames on the lead. But anything else, you should have super solid leads with this team, guys. Very strong team. Team number 2 for my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.